Hello and welcome back to the part 4 of this StuG IV build. I'd like to first of all say thank you very much to Jeff's Model Garage for the shoutout video that he did and for all the new subscribers I got thanks to that video. I'd also like to thank each and everyone that is currently subbed to my channel and also to everyone who in the future will sub to my channel. So let's get started for today. And last time we finished building the brake drums. So we have these built up. And they go on the inside here, and they need to be painted in the color wrought brown, which a bunch of other details also needs to be painted in. So I thought I'd carry on building those sub-assemblies first, and then we go ahead and paint all the things that needs to be painted in wrought brown. This wall I have already painted in wrought brown. I need to build this part up, and then we'll move on to putting these two parts together. This needs to be painted in wrought brown as well as this one. So those will be painted first. I will then put together these levers and paint all of this wrought brown. This one I have already painted this one in cream white, so that will be glued in place later on. I will build these three up and I will paint these parts up, and then we can get into some assembly before taking on the gearbox and then installing the gearbox. So let's get started. For now we need these three pieces, and this basically just goes on the end of this part. So we put some glue in there, make sure we put it on the correct end, and then we have this little cover, needs to be glued as well. Like that, and then we have the opposite wheel, or the wheel. I don't know what this part is, it's not a wheel anyway, but it's part of the drive mechanism. So we put that one in here, and we glue that one there, and this one has no cover, so we just put that one to the side like that. Then we have this wall, and it goes in here. Just put some glue here. So, and then we move on to this assembly. And we need 3 pieces for that. These 3. Need some glue here and here. Ah, come on. There we go. And then we need to place this one on top of here and here. That's that one taken care of. These just need to be painted before I can glue them in. So next up we have sorry for bumping the camera. This one, and this one needs to be glued together. This one needs to be like that. And this one has only one contact point, which is here. Oops. This should be staggered, so we'll just give it a quick test fit. And that is easier said than done. But it should be something like that. It's easier if you try to fit it the correct way as well. I think we just leave it like that because it's too fiddly to work with it. The pieces are so tiny and thin that they are just bending all over the place. So with that one on, we need to glue this one. And it should go on. Something like this. No, it shouldn't. It needs to be across this piece. That one goes on there, and then this, oops. Let's get some glue on this so we can hold the parts together. Add some glue here. It's so tiny and fragile. And of course I just realized that this part needs to go on last. So we start by putting this one here. Add some glue there. There we go, that one is in place. And that one is in place. And now we should hopefully be able to glue the last part back over here. Like that. Now I just need to adjust its position slightly. Straighten it up a little bit. There we go. Finally that one is done. So next step is attaching these three parts, but they all need to be painted. And I need to cut these two. Sorry about that. We need to cut these two tabs off as well. do that offline. I'll paint all of this up and I'll get back to you as soon as we are done, and then we can go ahead with the gearbox. Back in a while. And I'm back. Let's continue with this build. I've painted all the parts, as you can see, and the next stage, I've glued this wall in, as you can see there, and I was dry fitting this floor, and as you can see, it fits in a groove here on this wall, back firewall, and in order to get this wall into the correct position, I had to place the floor in there, and while I was doing that, it was very hard to get the floor out again, so I decided to put the drive shaft and the floor in place and glue them in. So the next step will be to fit this part of the forward drive and also the opposite side, and then once they are glued in place, I will glue this piece in, and then I will place the brake drums and glue them in, and also these drive shafts. There is one here also that needs to be glued, and then we'll put the levers in place, and then finish off by putting these two pieces in place. So we start by placing this one. This one goes here. And we glue this one. And then we take the other one. Leave that for a little while to let the glue go off, and instead we place this piece here. Let's put it the right way. There we go. This may be a mistake, but hopefully it will work as I intended to. But worst case, we just have to do a dirty old quick fix. And as you may remember from the previous video, I had actually attached these two pieces the wrong way around, So what I did is that I took my sprue cutters and I simply cut the two pieces off here and then glued them on. And this one is not very good. It did not attach very good, but hopefully it will work. Worst case, we just have to glue it back on again. So hopefully the glue is somewhat set now. So we take this brake drum and insert it into the hole there. And then we put it like that. And of course this one comes out. I guess we have to leave it for a little bit so the glue goes off properly. We put the dab of glue more like that. What we can do while we wait is take this piece. No, this one needs to wait. There are a lot of small fiddly pieces, but there is not a lot of room to work with, so I think I will just have to wait for this one to set properly before we continue. There we go. Put some glue there. Hopefully that should capillary around the place. I'll put the glue here. Hopefully that should hold the part in place. And then we take. Now we have a slight fiddly piece here. This one has a square end and it needs to go into a square hole. And it also needs to go in between here. But I think I might be able to get it, otherwise we just have to wait for the glue to go off. I need to align the piece so I get the angle correctly. I think I will have to do this off cam because I can barely see anything. Back in a minute. And I'm back. For some reason the front piece here fell out, and that made it a lot easier to get these two drive shafts in position, because they need to go in between the brake drums and these two levers, or not levers, but these two things here, and they need to attach to a hole in this piece, and trying to get them to line up and go into the hole was quite a problem with this piece on. With this piece off it was quite easy to get them to fit, so perhaps that's a tip also, to leave this one off until you have put the brakes in place. Let's move on and see what we do next. So this has been fitted, this has been fitted, Now we're on to the levers and stuff. So let's try to get this one to fit. And it goes in like that, but it also needs to go down here in the front. Oops. All of these details are quite nice, but it's really fiddly trying to get them to go into position where they need to be. But you just need to be patient and calm and try to get them to line up properly so you can glue them. There we go. I had to push the brake drum in slightly in order for the piece to go in between the brake drum and the floor. Like so. And then we also need to put a small dab of glue right there. And hopefully we can straighten this pedal out without breaking it. Yeah. There we go. So that's Y27, then we have this. And this one needs to go in these two holes. It just went in. And next we have this one. No, we tried to put this one. Needs to go on the end here. I almost glued it in the incorrect place, but fortunately I realized it was not going where I thought it was going. There we go. And then we have Y31 that needs to go in there. Like so. So that's all of these in place. I'll hold off with that one for now. And then we have this assembly that needs to go in here. So we put some glue here and there. what's going on, because it was not that easy when I was dry fitting these pieces. But I won't complain, I'll just take it. And now this one needs to go between here and here. And it seems to be a little bit long, too long. So I have to... The arrow just shows it connects to this piece, but I don't see how. Unless it goes there, but I doubt I can raise this. No. We'll leave it like that for now. Yeah, now I know why it's not fitting, because I put it in the incorrect place. It's supposed to go on the floor into this hole there, and then this hole there. There we go. Isn't it funny how everything fits once you put them in the correct place? Okay, and it's time for the final two pieces for this part. We have these two. And they go here. In here. And I think this one has actually come out of its position. There we go. And then these need to be like so. And of course it should have been good thing this one is not glued. Hopefully I can get this one to fit. If I put it the right way, it's a bit easier. go it drop down. Get some glue there. Glue there. And that one goes in there like so. And then we have the final piece going in there and here. And it needs to come back slightly. There we go. And I could feel it go down correctly at the front. And there we go. Final piece is in, and I think that will be it for this oh, we have the white piece also. We have this part that goes on here, where I removed the paint. Hopefully that will make it stick better. Like so, and then it's the correct way around. There we go. And the reason I wanted to put the floor in before putting this one on the wall is, as you can see, it would be difficult to get this floor in place with this piece glued in place. So that's it. I hope you've gotten some enjoyment out of this and I haven't bored you to death with all of this work. Have a good week and I hope to catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching and bye bye.